If you're looking for some simple ways to get started with making money online, but you're not interested in making videos or writing blog articles or posts, or you have no experience with those avenues, the one solution you can look into would be to complete surveys. So here I'm going to compile a list of a number of different survey sites that you can get started with today to get you on the right track to completing tasks that can show you ways of how you can generate a small income working from home online. If you have watched a previous video I created in this series where I done a review of Opinion Outpost, I will make sure to drop a link below to that video down in the description, as I provide plenty of insights of that platform and show you behind the scenes inside of the members area of exactly the type of things you can expect if you decide to sign up to one of these platforms. So here I'm quickly just going to break down some of the other platforms that you can look into that you can also use alongside of Opinion Outpost should you wish to start earning a small amount of income online. And just a quick disclaimer before we do jump in is that even though yes you can make money from utilising these services, they're generally not a way to make a consistent and full-time income online, as even though you can get access to plenty of surveys, there are limitations on the amount of surveys that you can get per day. So there's no way to come in and answer loads of surveys quickly and easily. You would get a limit of a certain amount of surveys per day, but the one advantage that you do have is that the more surveys you complete over time, once you build up your account and your profile, you will gain access to more tasks and be able to complete more surveys, which can allow you to earn more money. So that's just something just to be aware of before getting started with this. But if you are interested, we'll dive in and I'll show you some of these other solutions that you can look into. So as I discussed in my previous video with Opinion Outpost, it is a survey site that you can utilize that is very user friendly, and you can quickly get up to speed with signing up for surveys where you can earn plenty of rewards and even earn cash depending on the tasks that you can complete. Inside of the platform, you will sign up for an account, you will complete the processes that are required to build up your profile, you will gain access to surveys, but each survey that you do gain access to, you will have to complete some form of task to see if you're eligible, as is the case with most of these platforms in this video. Once you are eligible to complete a survey and you go through the process, you will then earn points which you can then redeem for different payment options, either from gift cards or you can get paid out through different means, either through PayPal or other payment methods. So there are plenty of different avenues that you can take. Again, if you do want to watch the previous video that I created on Opinion Outpost, make sure to check out the link below in the description, or I'll leave a link up in the card so you can also go and watch it. So next up we have a platform by the name of Pinecone Research, and what this platform is, it allows you to complete case studies and also surveys where they're trying to do research on various marketing trends. They want to understand the likes of customer interactions once you participate in different elements, such as going into stores. You want to see what the likes of the customer service is like, what's the food like if you go into a restaurant, that type of thing. And they will require you as part of the process to complete surveys to give your honest and valid opinions on the process and the service that's been provided in various establishments, which in turn you can get paid for completing those tasks, and you can also earn other prizes along with earning cash. This one now would be a little bit more hands-on, as for most cases you will have to go out and practically interact with your environment within your local vicinity and engage with the different establishments that are available, and then you will come back to the site and then you will gauge your interest and let them know of your experiences with certain platforms and locations. Another solution you can also look at would be over at mypoints.com, and likes of Pinecone Research, you will also gain points for shopping at your favourite stores and engaging with different types of services in your local vicinity. But you also do have access to get paid to answer surveys based off the services that are being provided in different establishments, whether they be in a physical location or even online. So you'll give your honest opinions and share your interests and buying habits, and in turn, once you give honest answers, you can then earn a small amount of income or redeem points for gift cards, which again you can use to buy for like online services. If you're buying items off eBay, Amazon, even if you're looking to travel, you can use some of the points even to buy like tickets for flights. Now, depending on your location, a lot of these sites may allow you to enter in and set up accounts, but some of these websites may not. It depends on which location that you're currently currently in. If you're in the UK, for the most part, a lot of these sites will let you set up an account, but if you're outside of the UK or even Europe and the websites are based in America, some of them may not allow you to set up accounts, so it really is location dependent. So that's another thing just to be aware of. Another site you can check out is Test and Time, and this here is generally quite a good site to gain access to different types of tasks. What's fun about Test and Time is that you can work remotely from home to complete tasks and surveys. I myself from time to time have used this site, and I have generally gotten paid from it. I've gotten paid anywhere from say 50 cents to $1, even over $5 in some cases, depending on the tasks that are required. And like the previous platforms we mentioned, the more tests that you do, the more opportunities you have to earn, and you can potentially earn more over time. I still regularly get emails in my inbox at least once or twice a week from Test and Time to let me know if I'm interested of completing more surveys or tasks. So it is something that you can jump into if you do have a bit of extra time in your hands and you just want to earn a little bit of extra income. I have done a previous video on Test and Time and how it works. Again, I'll make sure to drop a link down below in the description so you can check that out as well, and I take you behind the scenes of how everything works. Another site that you can also look at is Life Points, and like the previous platforms, you will also gain points depending on different tasks or surveys that you complete. So a lot of these sites are not just confined to just answering surveys. A lot of them do require you to complete various tasks, so they kind of can change things up a little bit, so you're not confined to just doing the same thing over and over again. So with Life Points, it's as simple as signing up for the platform. You take surveys, and once you complete surveys, you'll then get rewarded with points, which you can again use as gift cards to use the likes of Amazon, or even get cash out payments using PayPal and other payment options. But like all the previous platforms, as I mentioned, it all depends if you get accepted to be able to use a survey or to get started on a survey. But for the most part, it is pretty straightforward to get started with. So this is another one that you can look into. Another site that you can also try out would be over at Toluna. Now, depending on your location, like some of the others mentioned here, there is specific websites that are different to the location that you're in, so you'll need to find and make sure that you're on the right one that's closest enough to your location. So in this case, I'm on the UK website, and here on this platform you can get paid and earn a small amount of income for sharing your opinions on the likes of your phones, completing surveys, engaging with different services or your local establishments. And you can use the surveys and your experiences to help influence other people so that they can also get involved with other services within your vicinity also. So this is another one that you can check out. And Toluna is a very big platform. It has a lot of influence online in terms of the engagement that it presents, as it does have a large user base, as there's a lot of people that do use it for engagement in terms of giving their personal experiences of different establishments and services, both online and in public. And they do expand out into other areas, so you can gain access to other elements of the Toluna brand, where also it can give you insights as to some of the best possible opportunities for gaining more influence online with businesses, and they give you direct insights of what is good and what's not so good and so forth. So that's another one that you can have a look into. Branded Surveys is also another platform that you can look into. Like the previous ones, it's easy to sign up. They do have plenty of useful guides, tips and even video tutorials to show you step by step how to set up and get started with surveys and complete various tasks on the website. So depending on your region as well, they do cater for different regions depending if you're in the US, Canada and even in the UK. So if you're within those regions, you should be okay to get started. You sign up, you complete various tasks on the platform, you share your experiences, and like with the likes of Opinion Outpost, your surveys aren't just confined to ticking boxes. You will also have to give generated and detailed and honest replies in written format. And once you share your honest opinions and you complete the tasks and surveys in hand, then you can use the points that you gain on the system to cash out for gift cards, cash with PayPal or other payment services. It also keeps a highlight of everything that you've earned up to that point, and you can also gain an idea of how your performance is or your profile is performing on the platform, and how many services that you have undertaken or how many surveys you've completed over the course of time. And again, the more you complete and the more you do on the platform in a given time will allow you to open up more opportunities for more surveys to be completed. Surveys SurveyMonkey is also another well-known platform, and a lot of people would use this to gain access to surveys, and this is well known to work quite well with people that are looking to earn a little bit of a side income. A lot of people do use SurveyMonkey, and they have done for a number of years, where they can get involved in quick and simple surveys where they can earn a small bit of income for very little time being put in. Now, just to let you know as well, that SurveyMonkey is also region specific, so depending on the country that you're in, you may or may not gain access to the site. That's the only limitation around it, but there are plenty of opportunities if you are within a region that where you can be accepted. You can gain access to a multitude of opportunities to complete surveys and different tasks so that you can earn more money. And even with those platforms that I've mentioned that you can also use that are similar to Opinion Outpost, there are also other alternatives that you can use if you're looking to create surveys yourself. If that's part of what you're doing, if you're already trying to build a business or you're trying to build up your brand outreach, you can also look into creating your own surveys as well. So you can use the likes of platforms the likes of Survey Legend or Zoho.com, and these platforms will allow you to create interactive surveys, which again you can use for your own elements. So these here will show you step by step the processes of exactly what you need to do, of how to set up a specific survey, what are the best type of questions to ask. You'll even also get access to rating systems, and you'll be able to check the overall data and engagement rates in your accounts to let you know if people are interacting with your surveys or whether they're completing them or not. So these here can be some very good alternatives also, and you will also be able to gain access to a lot of trusted brands should you decide to set up various types of surveys on the platforms as well. But again, it's just another alternative, especially if you're trying to create a business and you're using surveys as a means to create and build your brand outreach. These might be some good additions to that. So here I've just shared with you some really good alternatives that you can utilize to complete surveys and earn a little bit of a side income online. The one thing I will stress is that even with all of these here, the only way you're really going to make any sort of substantial income is that you won't be able to fully rely on one platform on its own, because it does take a lot of time and upfront work on your part to complete the surveys and complete the tasks so that you can generate some sort of an income. But if that is something that you want to do, a good tip would be to sign up to as many of these platforms as you can, and if you do have time to spare throughout your day, log into them each and every day, and if there is tasks that are there for you to complete, go in and complete them as often as you can and build up your profiles, because the more that you do it, the more chances you have to earn more money and more rewards. Even though it won't potentially make you a full-time living straight away, there is a chance that over time, when you build up these platforms, you could earn a good side hustle alongside your day job that could potentially lead you on to other things in the future. But again, there's a lot of time and upfront investment that's going to be required on your part in which to do it. And honestly, for most people, it probably isn't the most sustainable way to make money online. Like, don't get me wrong, it is a good avenue to get started, especially when you're an absolute beginner to making money online. But eventually you may want to try out something different, or try to build something that's more sustainable, where you don't have to put as much time in, where you can put in the initial work up front, create everything you need, and then all you have to do is maintain it and let it build over time. Whereas with the likes of answering surveys all the time, it is more of an active income, like working a day job. So that can put a lot of people off, because they've already got enough time used up in their day from their jobs. They may not want to utilize this avenue. But if you are looking for something else that can teach you the ways of how you can make money, not just from working on your own business or creating projects and so forth, or creating content, but can also earn you money while you're sleeping, then below in the description I have a link to a useful and proven process that will teach you all the steps that you need to build up a business from the ground up, and to build it in a sustainable way that can generate you an income for months and even years to come. So if you are interested, I'll leave that link down below, so go and check it out. And if you have found this video to be helpful and you'd like to see more of these type of videos where I do provide other avenues of how you can generate an income online, while also teaching you ways of how you can potentially build and scale your business over time, then leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to be updated of future videos. And also be sure to check out other videos I have on the channel where I do provide other avenues and helpful tips and guides that teaches you other ways of generating an income so that you can build your business and earn a side income online. So be sure to check those videos out, and I will see you all over in the next one.